This video is going to be one of the most impactful videos you are going to watch as it comes to making real estate investment in the city of Abuja as a Nigerian who is living in the diaspora. Right now, I can definitely say that I have the authority and also the go ahead to do this particular video because as of right now, 90% of my clients they live in the diaspora. And then I have given them strategic ways of how they can go about investing into the city of Abuja, the rules and also the guidelines of making strategic investments, particularly in the city of Abuja. So if you are a Nigerian in the diaspora who is looking to make investments, whether not just in the city of Abuja but in Nigeria generally, then I would say this video is for you. My name is Alefune David and I'm the real estate broker in the city of Abuja who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you and also providing you the most affordable investment opportunities in this very city. Like I mentioned earlier on, 90% of my clients, they live in the diaspora and getting to have series of conversations with these very investors, I have definitely known that one, the trust that they have with brokers, realtors, and also developers in Nigeria is very, very thin, right? And then when they find the right person, when they find the right people to make certain investments, they go all out, right? And with the conversation of today, we'll be touching different parts of investment, not just making investment, but also the processes that leads to the closing of that very deal, from the inspection, so the person you are bringing in for inspection and also establishing the end goal of your investment when it comes to making investment in this very city. So I hope you stay till the very end to get all of the full details and also the information of how you can go about investing into Nigeria as a Nigerian who is living in the diaspora. Now, first of all, is definitely to establish your end goal of investing. Over time, Nigerians in the diaspora who invest into Nigeria, one of the reasons they invest into Nigeria, not just in Abuja, is because of sentiment. Right now, they would say, okay, even if they are to convert their profit from the naira into the foreign currencies that they are using in the countries where they are, it is definitely not going to amount to something substantial. One of the advice we've given to investors in recent time as it comes to investing into Nigeria and then after collecting their profit, want to convert their profit from the Nigerian naira to the countries or the currencies they are using in the countries where they are, is that you should go big into investing, right? Invest into the luxury market. That way you are able to now, even after the conversion, you're able to get something equivalent to, and not really the same because of the Nigerian deflation of the naira, right? But something substantial when it comes to investing into this very market. So for that, that is definitely one strategy that you can use to make sure that you stay in profit when investing into real estate. Two is that when you're investing, you should definitely involve a third party. Right. In recent time, as a broker who continues to sell real estate consistently to Nigerians abroad, one of the things I've come to realize is that a lot of them they usually try to involve their family into transactions, try to involve nephews, uncles, brothers, and sisters, right? Which is not wrong per se, right? But ensure to make sure that the person you are involving into that very transaction is very aware of real estate, not just going there because I was told to come to your site and then give reports based on what I have seen, which is usually really not the case. Right? But what we usually prefer is that you involve a property lawyer who has an idea of the Nigerian real estate jurisdiction. Now, when it comes to Abuja particularly, one of the things I usually advise is that you should involve a property lawyer who is actively in the Abuja real estate sector. Do not bring a property lawyer from Port Harcourt, Lagos, or any other state into the FCT thinking that the jurisdiction or the laws in other jurisdictions applies to this very city. That is wrong at all levels. So that is the second point for this very video. Ensure to establish your end goal of investment and also bring in third parties as it comes to making investments in the Abuja real estate jurisdiction. Number three also has to do with the involving of third parties. Right? Let's say you want to now go for your relative or you want to go for somebody who you trust their judgment at all levels. Ensure to also make sure that the person has an idea of the city in which they are currently going to a site inspection for. Like for example, do not involve somebody in Abuja who lives in Gwagwalada to come to Karasana or go to Karishi to view a property. That way, you will definitely know that their judgment would be from the place of coming from Gwagwalada and not coming from the central business district. Right? They are judging from where they are coming from and not exactly a major landmark. That way, you're missing out on good investment opportunities because they had a bad judgment when it comes to that particular property. So when you're involving a third party, whether it's a relative or somebody you trust their judgment, ensure to make sure that they are familiar with the city of Abuja. The fourth rule for this video for investing, particularly for Nigerians in diaspora, also has to do with bringing in a representative. Right now, this point is definitely very important. Right, I have closed deals where the client's brother or the client's sister said before she gives the right judgment to that very property, she has to have a stake in the deal. So let's say she wants a 10% cut from the entire purchase of the property. That way, they are not giving you a clear judgment because their judgment is already being blinded by money, right? And then it is also still not good at the end for the investors who are making those very investments. So ensure to make sure that you are bringing somebody who is not greedy and also who is still looking out for your best interest regardless of the situation. Lastly, for this video has to definitely go to the investors. Do not assume that everybody in Nigeria is a thief as it comes to selling real estate to you. Right, this is definitely one point that I cannot overstretch. Right, like I mentioned earlier on, 90% of my clients they currently live in the diaspora, and then repeatedly I have had clients who would reach out, and then like I mentioned, the trust level is very low, and I understand the point of the Nigerian market because of the oversaturation, right? But there are some points where you definitely have to know that okay, this person, because of the conversations I've had in the past, definitely has my best interest at heart, right? So therefore, there are certain things that I should not expect from this said person as we proceed with this very investment. So you should not just put in your mind that everybody you want to buy real estate from is a thief. Some people are genuinely out for your best interest. Right now, these are all solid points that I've noted out, and also more to come in our next video. So you can subscribe to this very channel to get more of the details as it comes to the rules and the regulations for investing to Nigerians in the diaspora. If you want to start your investment journey in Nigeria, particularly in the city of Abuja, do ensure to reach out to me on the number shown on your screen to get more details of how you can get started and progress with making massive returns on your investment. Once again, my name is Alefune David and I am the real estate broker in the city of Abuja, who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you, and also providing you with the most affordable real estate investment opportunities in this very city. I'll see you on our next video session. Until then, stay safe.